Oh, the Acolyte, the show that bends over backward to convince us that the space lesbian witches are the good guys. Meanwhile, it only succeeds in proving that they are horrible. And let's not forget how it tries to paint the Jedi as the villains, but only manages to make them look incompetent and brainless. The show is a masterclass in self-contradiction, and I couldn't be happier. After episode 7, there's only one more episode of this absolute train wreck. And as far as breaking Star Wars lore, yeah, it's a pretty big check mark there. It definitely does that. But come on, let's be real. That's just cherry on top of a hot mess poop sundae, okay? The writing is so fantastically bad that worrying about the lore is like worrying about rearranging deck chairs on the fucking Titanic. But hey, we've survived up until episode 7, so let's endure this absolute pain together. And as usual, thank you for tagging along as I suffer through this catastrophe. Let's get this done and dusted. Oh, look, we're back on the Isle of Bent Cock. Oh, and as predicted, it's a flashback episode. They're not going to bumper the episode with Saul being like, hey, here's what happened on my point of view. No, they're back on Bent Cock so we can get the same shit over again. Great. And here we have the Wookiee Kalnaka getting ready for his retirement on the Isle of Fuck Off. Boy, they all look super excited to be there, don't they?
We're on a mission.
We've been here for 7 weeks. So there's some plants here. Big deal. Important or meaningful.
We are looking for Abajan.
Wait, so they've been there for 7 weeks, and nobody has told Torben, or whatever the fuck his name is, nobody has told him why they're there. At no point, nobody's like, hey, let's go, we're going to go to this planet, right? And we're going to be looking for this thing called the Convergence. Maybe it's something that we would have told you about when you were, I don't know, an actual youngling. Sounds like something that might be kind of fucking important.
And there's no one here, and if we were going to find something, we probably would have found it by now.
There's been no life on the planet from 100 years ago, or what the hell ever. But what about before that? The record should go back far and to say, hey, there were people here, because obviously there were people or something there, because, well, I don't know. And on top of that, they also talk about how the fact that there are, for lack of a better way to put this, man-made type structures in their little camping area.
Find you? I look here. Don't your tree so beautiful? Let it go, May. Stop! What?
Follow them and go there, okay, find out where they're at. But instead of just, I don't know, going back, hopping on the speeder bike, because it's not like they're going to go anywhere. They're in a giant stone fucking fortress, you know, the one that burned down. Maybe go back and get, I don't know, Trinity or Obi Moswin or whatever the fuck the people calling her now. And Suicide Boy or, in Minecraft Boy. And, you know, come back as a group and maybe knock on the door, say, hey, you know, our dumbasses have been on this fucking planet for 7 weeks. We didn't even notice anybody was here because we're too stupid to use the scanners and all that on our ship that could literally have told us that there was life or was not life on this planet and exactly where it was, but we're... course, this dumbass is gonna climb up the fucking wall here and sneak in. Like a criminal. Like an absolute criminal.
Kilnaga, slice the controls.
So wait, instead of like pushing, I don't know, a comms button or knocking on the door or anything like that, they're gonna be like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna break their door and walk into basically their home unannounced.
Torben, you are a strong, good jet. You have natural desires you suppress. Your master denies you.
I want to return to Coruscant.
Kneel.
Alright, this show, it really is. It is so hard to wrap my mind around the absolute stupidity of the writing, of everything having to do with this show. It does nothing but contradict itself every 3 seconds. I have no idea what's going on because they won't fucking actually tell you, or not tell. I don't want to be told. I want to be shown through script and through scenery and all that stuff what the hell's going on. But they can't do this. You know, they're trying to make off so that the witches of fucking Bentcock here are supposed to be the good people. You know, it's women against the world kind of bullshit. Or at least that's what I'm picking up. But when everything these women do tell you they're bad people, how am I supposed to get on their side? How am I supposed to get behind these characters? You literally had Mama, what is her name? Anastasia, Mama forehead thingy here. You literally have her talking to Torben as if she's a Sith, trying to use his emotions, his pride against him, and then making him go into all voodoo goo goo gaga mode. For what? For standing there? I mean, don't get me wrong, the Jedi shouldn't be standing there in the first place. Not without having knocked and being invited and all that shit. No, okay, I get that. But they are literally making these women nothing but horrible, horrible characters. And it's just breaking my brain. It really is. Holy cow.
I feel a connection to Osha.
I feel she's meant to be my Padawan.
How is it you've literally talked to Osha and May for 30 seconds and you're already like, I got a good feeling about this one. I need to have her as my Padawan. Sorry, I have to do the other one. I feel good about having Padawan. I almost have having my Padawan. Ha ha ha.
It's the twins' blood test results. Their symbionts are the same. This is it.
Torben! Stop! Don't you see? We just need proof of a virgins, and those girls are the proof.
Okay, so Corbin dude's like, hey, this might make me get to go home. Still a fucking moron, but anyway, this will make me get to go home. I'm gonna go get these girls and go home. Even though they have all the evidence they need to go home in his fucking hands. He's literally got it on the little tablet there. It's probably already saved in the ship. At least you would think most of the time shit would be saved in the ship, but in these shows, fine, whatever. And at the top of it, no one tries to stop him before he gets on the speeder bike and pisses off. Okay, so at least they show that May didn't really mean to light the entire place on fire. Okay, fine, whatever, you know. All right, I'll give him that. But it's still like stone and metal. Why is stone and metal burning? Wait a minute. Figured it out. I figured it out. I don't know why it took me so long to figure this out. It's because on planet Bentcock, stone and metal are flammable, right? And wood and trees and cloth and all the other things that you would think, you know, generally should be flammable are not. They're all fire retardant. Just like the people who wrote this show. They're all fucking retardant.
Osha!
Help me!
Why is he calling May Osha?
I was going to let Osha go.
So they're trying to make us do the whole, oh, well, she was really trying to be good. Well, why the fuck did she turn into spooky fucking smoke monster thingy? Well, we did want to see the Wookiee fight, I guess. So, wait, it was just Trinity coming down and being like, hey, I'm gonna mess with your brain now, too, and then fix you, Kalmaka, dude? That just makes a whole lot of fucking sense to me, doesn't it? Yes, oh god, this shit is show. Oh, this show is shit. Alright, this is gonna sound bad, but I've never been so happy to see a group of women and one guy die. In a show. Well, I guess there's that. That was painful mentally. Yeah, like I said, I think I've said a few times already, this show is breaking me, and I am so happy there's only one more episode left. So, as usual, if you stuck around, thanks a lot. Really appreciate it. If not, well then, boo-hoo to you too. And do me the giant favor of hitting those like, subscribe, and share buttons. They really do help out. And we will see you, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, later on. Have yourselves a great, wonderful, and as always, prosperous day. Bye-bye.